Good Friday morning to you. We are broadcasting from Marion, Illinois today on the Vol State Sports Network. This is Tim Reese again with you for a doubleheader in the Dinger Classic Showcase. That it's at least the third year in a row that Vol State has participated, and I've broadcasted from here. We are in Mountain Dew Park, the home of the Thrillville Thrillbillies from the Prospect League. As you see, the umpires and head coaches are meeting at home plate. Apparently, I'm not sure if this is also an umpire training or not, but we have a three-man crew here. Normally in junior college baseball, it's just a two-man crew. Let's see as they come out. So, still trying to get it all together here. We got here just a few minutes before 8 o'clock. Normally I like a couple hours to get prepared, but we're just going to wing it here today. We've got a broadcast up. I hope that we have video unfrozen. I've already had an issue with that, and hopefully we have audio going today. But you folks will let me know out there in YouTube land. Joey Newsom has already checked in. Grandma Loco in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Let's get to the only starting lineup that I have, and that is for the good guys, the Vol State Pioneers, as the visitors. And see, I already have an issue with my scoreboard not showing up. Not sure why that happens, but I know how to fix it. There we got the email up. And now the scoreboard should be good to go for now. See what other gremlins might show up. Leading off for the Pioneers, Noah Rice will play center field. Braden Baker bats second, plays second. Easton Denning at first base, batting third. Tucker Smith, the DH, in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is Hudson Blank out in left field. Jaden Perez in right field, batting sixth. A.J. Armstrong at third. He'll hit seventh. And shortstop Tucker Lorenz bats eighth. J.C. Menendez will be in the 9 hole as an extra hitter. And the catcher batting in the 10th spot, Bradley Pippin. And on the mound for Vol State, getting his fourth appearance of the year, Tyler Zeligman. Zeligman, a transfer from the University of Alabama, Huntsville. He went to White House Heritage High School from Springfield, Tennessee, 6 foot, 190-pound sophomore right-hander, an exercise science major at Vol State, the son of Sean and Katrina Zeligman. Lexi is his sister. He's got grandparents in Greenbrier and White House. That's Paw and Nanny in Greenbrier and Nana in White House. This game is scheduled to begin at 9 a.m. The umpire meeting, it has concluded, and the Pioneers will be first at the plate. So I do not have a lineup, so I don't have the defensive alignment for the Falcons from East Central College. That's in Missouri. Let's see if I can find online there. See if I can find athletics. And it looks like number 44 is the catcher, John Nisbet. Bear with me while I write it down so I can recall it later. Let us see as these guys turn around. Number 35, the shortstop, Jeff Lentz. Makes for great TV and radio. 43 is the third baseman, Mason Wall. I get the pitcher turning around now, number 40. Well, apparently they're pulling the team off the field for some reason. I have no idea what is happening now. See if I can get an idea here. Well, it looks like we're picking up right where we left off at Lebanon the other day in Cumberland. Drew Moorhead advised it's a lightning delay as we are set to begin. So apparently I've got a little more time to maybe get a lineup. So as they say, let's hurry up and wait. Nothing we can do about it. Sure looks fine around the area. It's obviously very cloudy here early in the morning on a Friday in Marion, Illinois, 3 hours away from Gallatin, Tennessee, where we started out at 4:30 a.m. That's in the morning to meet the bus at campus. So let's get our weather delay. Little banner up here. And there it is. No rain at all. Very muggy. But it's at least a 30-minute delay for lightning. So check back at 9:30. And we'll hopefully have a little more information for you. So go back, get you another cup of coffee. If you're working, get some work done here in the next half hour. Then you can kick back, get into the employees lounge, tune in on your iPad or your phone, and send an email to treesports@gmail.com. Let me know where you're watching from today. I'm sure that Dr. Wendy Tossenson, she's probably got us on there. She's working hard, I'm sure, at Vol State today, so she always tunes in. Kyle, her husband, big sports fan, he's probably tuned in as well. So this is Tim Reese. I'll be back in less than 30 minutes to give you an update, but I'm going to have to go down on the field, see if I can get a lineup card from the East Central College Falcons. I'll be right back. Tim Reese back on the Vol State Sports Network just to get an update to let you know I'm still here, and we are still in a weather delay due to apparently some lightning in the area. I have not seen it outside of our window. It might be down the road a bit. So that lightning delay started right as East Central College had taken the field, and right after the starting pitcher, Jeter Montilla, finished his warm-up tosses. And they pulled the Falcons off the field and set a lightning delay. I don't see Jeter. Now I see him up in the bullpen, but I think he's just throwing a football. Tyler Zeligman looks like he is loosening, but he's got a half inning before he would get onto the mound here. So when the home team starting pitcher starts getting ready, then we'll know that we've gotten the go-ahead. Let's see where these showers are heading. They do look like they're going northeasterly, and they are a little bit south and west. They're mostly south right now of our location in Marion, Illinois. That's in the southern portion of Illinois. See how far that is away from Indianapolis, where the Godseys are listening in. That's a good ways away. It's not close enough for Paul and Suzanne to just jump in the old Corvette and head on down to watch some Vol State baseball. They're listening in on the YouTube channel, back for another couple of years after their oldest son, Landon, played for the Pioneers. Now over at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. Also heard from Ken Craddock, Paul in Woodbury. That's A.J. Armstrong's grandfather. Big supporter of this broadcast. Appreciate them. There's a line of storms. I'm not a weatherman, but I can play a weather app with the best of them. I don't have the lightning detector. I've got to have to get that app. Hopefully this won't be too much longer. We had an hour delay at Lebanon on Tuesday, and very few sprinkles that accompanied that. Of course, this is an all artificial turf field, so the rain won't be a problem. It might make it a little slick, but I'm not sure how old this turf is here. I think they had talked about last summer maybe making a change, but I don't believe that a change was made. It might be. It might be something newer. Last time I was here to broadcast was the Prospect League for the Full Count Rhythm Summer Collegiate team. Full Count went into the Prospect League for just 1 year. We played on a couple of artificial turf surfaces. Chillicothe Paints up in Chillicothe, Ohio, was an all artificial turf field. This is a nice minor league stadium right here in Marion, Illinois. I should have done some research. I had that information at one point in time probably, but it's been replaced with what I ate yesterday. So I'm not sure who the minor league team was that played here, and it may not have been, but of course back in the COVID year, I think it was about 180 minor league teams whittled down to about 120, and that's where they sit right now, 4 minor league teams for each of the 30 major league teams. This is a pretty nice stadium. There's some repair work that needs to be done. I still don't see the starting pitcher for East Central. throwing a baseball, except now. Looks like he's gotten rid of the football, and now he is throwing a baseball. So we might have some baseball here before too long. Looks like folks are stirring over on the home side, the first base dugout. East Central wearing white pants and black shirts. Ball State wearing their gray pants and their blues, their royal blue shirts today. Coach McGuire talking to a coach, I would assume from a four-year school. That's what this classic is all about, is four-year schools get to come and see the junior colleges, see who they may want to recruit. All State played in the Jackson Showcase last Friday. Dinger Classic this Friday. Next week we'll be at Middle Tennessee State University to play in the TCCAA Showcase. All 11 of the Tennessee JUCO baseball teams will be playing over at Middle Tennessee State. Ball State plays on Saturday. Chattanooga State is their opponent at 10 o'clock. And then Motlow State will be at 3:20. So there'll be a game in between. And I will effort to broadcast from MTSU. And then the following Saturday is the final showcase. That'll be down in Millington at USA Stadium, just outside of Memphis. And my fall schedule does not indicate the opponents or the time. I think that that has been nailed down. I just don't have the update on that. So you can check with your favorite Vol State player to find out when that is, or you can just be patient and I'll have it soon enough before you probably make your plans. October 4th, though, that's a big day for a former Vol State Pioneer. Corbin Overbay is getting married on that day. That's 2 weeks from Saturday. Had a FaceTime visit with Corbin along with Cam Hodges, Drew Webster, and Caleb Pika. Four of those former Vol State Pioneers, some of you might know. And we are meeting weekly for a discipleship group and doing that via FaceTime. Caleb Pika, the only one within the Middle Tennessee area. He's at Lipscomb University. Drew Webster is at Ole Miss, where he's working with the football team. Cam Hodges is enrolled in online classes, but he's operating heavy equipment. And Corbin Overbay is working for a construction company and getting married to Brenna on Saturday. Cam and Corbin live over in East Tennessee in Sevierville area. So it's great to get to meet up with those guys. Love visiting with former Vol State Pioneers, and we hope to have Josh Griffin up on a broadcast, former shortstop for the Pioneers, and he's from right here in Marion, Illinois, so hopefully he's going to be able to make it over. And I brought an extra headset, get him on the broadcast. He's now graduated from Trevecca, where he finished his college playing career, and he is today's Vol State alumni spotlight all day long. Jace Mizell is also from nearby in Metropolis, Illinois, but he's living down in the Nashville area now. I think he's working for a landscaping sports field type organization. I think he's living with Carter Vrabel and another player where they all met at Wabash Valley College when they came out of high school. So it's great to visit with all these former players and get to know new players. This roster, of course, has a lot of new faces, more than half. Now, looks like we might be playing some baseball here soon. I'm going to get rid of the weather delay. The Falcons are gathering outside their dugout, and they look like they're about to take the field. So Call your brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, tootsies and pops, paws and nanas. Let them know we're going to be playing some baseball here on the Vol State Sports Network. Glad to have also the Falcons fans, as I understand that head coach Luke Miller got the link for the broadcast on YouTube and sent that out. So hopefully the opposing teams' families are going to be able to watch today. It's just like ESPN, only totally different, folks. That's my disclaimer. I'm a one-man band operating every piece of equipment that is needed to bring you a two-camera broadcast. There it is. There is the number one camera. Top dollar spent right here. Of course, this is equipment primarily borrowed from the ministry that I broadcast for in the summer, Full Count Ministry. And with some help from A.J. Fawson, the chief engineer at Volunteer State, who's been absolutely a lifesaver for me. He and a guy named Zach Williams, who got me started broadcasting. There's no chance I would have learned what it's taken to get me to here without Zach Williams and A.J. Fawson, as we are ready to go. Noah Rice stands in against Jeter Montilla from Venezuela. First pitch delivered at 9:42 Central Time. It is high and away. We are underway. Game time temperature brought to you by Accurate Mortgage. And that pitch is swung on and fouled off to the left. Game time temperature 75 degrees. And that is nice. No sun. Noah Rice, a transfer from Belmont, looks at a called strike on the inside corner. He's down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jeter Montilla, right-hander from Maracay, or Madriaga, Venezuela. Apparently went to a school in Maracay. I believe that's in Venezuela. 6'1", 225-pound sophomore. Also plays first base. Rice from Liberty Creek High School lines that one out to center field for out number 1. Got a couple of creeks, Liberty Creek and Stewart's Creek. That'll bring up Braden Baker, another transfer. He came from Murray State, 5'11", 180-pound redshirt freshman from Murfreesboro Eagleville High School. And he is hoping today that he's not the pincushion. So he looks at a called strike. He's been hit 6 times, 3 of those in the last game at Cumberland. He also has 6 hits on the season. Chops that one down to third, but it will bounce foul. Third baseman Mason Wall picks that one up. Baker down in the count 0-2. Braden played in 7 games this year. Those are every one of all 4 of the inner squads and the 3 games against outside opponents. He is 6 for 10. A double, a home run. Looks at a pitch low and away. On base 3 out of the 4 times when he comes to the plate. 4 for 4 in stolen bases. Hit a solo home run at Jackson in the first game. Now has a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Braden, the son of Scott and Courtney Baker, brother to Kalen. Hello to Grandpa and Grandma in Mount Juliet. Pawpaw in Springfield, Illinois. Gleason, Tennessee is Nana. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss on a slow breaking pitch. And Baker is down on strikes. That is the first time he struck out this fall. 2 out, nobody on, brings up Easton Denning, sophomore from McMinnville, Tennessee. Warren County High School, the son of Terry and Sierra Denning. Brother to Ruby, Willa, and Lawson. They're all in school today, I'm sure. Pappy and Nani, they're in McMinnville. So are Papa and Grana. Easton looks at a ball down. Stacy and Gigi, they're in Dunlap, Tennessee. Easton getting off to a slow start here in the fall. Hits that one high and deep to right field. If it's fair, it is well out of here. And it's fair. Oh, wait a minute. They called that foul. Oh, my gosh. Easton turned around and said, you got to be kidding me, but there's a umpire down that first base line. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's a long foul ball. I'm not sure where that curled, but it landed up on the second tier. He crushed that ball. 1-1 count. Lines this one right at the second baseman. He's down after. That's got to be tough to take. He thought he had him a solo home run. Instead, he lines out to the second baseman on the next pitch. A 1-2-3 inning for East Central. And the Pioneers will come out onto the field. Tyler Zeligman getting the start. We'll be right back on the Ball State Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at Ball State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Ball State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Ball State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
Head to the bottom of the first. Pioneers wearing their royal blue tops, gray pants. Face the East Central College out of Missouri, Union, Missouri, about 120 miles away from Marion, Illinois here. Zeligman, for his fourth appearance, it's his second start. Got the start in the Jackson Showcase last Friday. That was in game 2. And pitched pretty well there. Did not allow a hit in his 2 innings. Did give up a run, but it was unearned. It was the leadoff batter who reached on an error. A couple of wild pitches, though, ended up scoring him. A sacrifice bunt moved him to second, and that's how the run scored. Did plunk a couple of batters, so he's going to try to dial it in here in this contest. Connor Kepner, John Nisbet, Cannon Hibbs scheduled to face Tyler Zeligman. Right-handed batter nearly gets hit with the first pitch. 6 foot, 190-pound right-hander, transfer from University of Alabama, Huntsville. Traded Parker White for him. Another inside pitch. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes to the Falcons' second baseman. Tyler from Springfield, Tennessee, attended White House Heritage. Pretty good program up there. Slider down low. Started the first batter with a 3-ball, no-strike count. Sean and Katrina Zeligman, his parents, Lexi, his sister, Paw and Nanny in Greenbrier. Nana is in White House. Tyler gets a called strike on the inside corner there as Kepner tried to influence our home plate umpire. Give you the defensive alignment after this batter. Seligman, big right-hander. That ball goes down in the turf. Pippin will have to recover quickly as Kepner hustles to first base. Leadoff walk. That'll bring up the catcher. You don't see the catcher bat second very often. John Nisbet. Sophomore, 5'10", 190 pounds from Eureka, Missouri. Transferred from Quincy University. That's up in Illinois. Kepner with a big lead over at first base. He does not go on the pitch, and the breaking pitch is down low for ball one. Hudson Blank in left, Noah Rice in center, Jaden Perez in right field, A.J. Armstrong's at third, Tucker Lorenz at short, Braden Baker's at second. First baseman is Easton Denning. Behind the plate, Bradley Pippin catching Tyler Seligman. They got him picked. He was leaning, but he was able to get back, throw a little bit up. And it appeared as though Kepner was on the move on that pitch. Quick twitch got him back. Let's see if he throws over, and he does. Nisbet is a right-handed hitter. Middle infield playing up the middle. They're right down the can for a called strike. Kepner does not go. I don't know the backstory of East Central as to whether or not they've played games already this fall. Did get a few moments during the weather delay to talk to their coach, Luke Miller. He's in his second year. Sliced foul, and Seligman gets ahead. Said he has a very freshman-heavy ball club. Do have a roster here. Did not get a chance to look it over, though. Kepner on at first base is from Lee's Summit, Missouri. He's a freshman. I don't know if he's a true freshman or not, but he's giving Seligman something to think about besides the batter. Nice to be back up here at Mountain Dew Park to be able to actually do video broadcast. Does not go, and the pitch is down in the dirt. Pippin scrambles to get through his counterpart, the catcher, and Kepner started to leave first base. Could have made second base easily, I think, but for some reason decided not to. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're not operating the scoreboard here at the park, at least for this game. Maybe scoreboard operator doesn't want to get up this early. I wouldn't have wanted to. It's our first full count, Ministries full count of the morning. I would venture to say Kepner's going to be off with a pitch here, but see if Seligman throws over. In college, you can throw to the bases as many times as you want. He does not go, and the pitch is swung on and missed. There's the first strike out of the bottom of the first. Now a double play ball gets you out of the inning. Seligman in his 3 games pitched so far. Batting average against 188. He's got a 3.60 ERA. Runner takes off on the first pitch here. Pitch is down low, and the throw to second is not in time. So stolen base for Kepner. And that takes away the conventional double play. Cannon Hibbs, center fielder from Washington, Missouri. 6'2", 200-pound redshirt sophomore. Couldn't hold up on that breaking pitch. Count moves to a ball and a strike. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. Every time we go live on the broadcast, you'll be notified. Fastball misses down, I think. And that will help you later on this afternoon. Game time scheduled for 2:20, but since we already had a 45-minute delay due to weather, it doesn't appear as though there's a chance that 2:20 time frame could be kept. There's another game between this one and the 2:20 game. Ground ball to short. Baker or Lorenz is going to go to third, and that's a freshman mistake right there by the base runner. You're supposed to stay back when that ground ball is hit in front of you, and Lorenz with a heads-up play to retire the lead runner. So Hibbs reaches on the fielder's choice. Tag applied by A.J. Armstrong. Tucker and A.J. back for their second years at Vol State. Brings up Breck Sloan, the DH, another right-handed batter. Zeligman, a slow breaking pitch on the outside corner. That's a called strike. See where Breck is from. Grain Valley, Missouri. Transferred from Missouri Southern University. 5'10", 170-pound redshirt freshman. The cleanup hitter. On deck, Isaac Burr. Throw over to first. Not in time. Ball State went down in order in their half of the first. Not before some excitement as Easton Denning thought he had a solo home run. Hit one up on the second deck, but pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. Zeligman getting ahead in the count. Started the inning with some control issues. Looks like he's dialing it in now. Trying to finish it off the end of the bat. That goes toward the on-deck circle. Count remains 0-2. Breck, B-R-E-K. Runner from first takes off, and the pitch is fouled off to the right side. So Hibbs just getting some exercise. Loosening up. I think the last time I was here in the summer of 24, the Thrillville Thrillbillies had an act here. They shot a guy out of a cannon. And as the away broadcast, we couldn't video the game, but I videoed that after the game. That was hilarious. That pitch hits Sloan in the middle of the left arm. That was a fastball that just kept riding in. There was nowhere for Sloan to go. That puts runners at first and second. Fastball just couldn't be contained by Zeligman. That's his team-leading fourth hit batter this year. Throw back to second. Hibbs back in time. Isaac Burr, B-U-H-R, is my guess on how you say that last name, from Rolla, Missouri. 6'4", 190-pound redshirt freshman. Playing left field today. There's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. After seeing your teammate in front of you get hit by a pitch, I'm sure that's not fun to see a breaking pitch come right at your hip. That'll buckle your knees. Another right-handed batter. There's another breaking pitch, but it doesn't break as much. Nearly clipped the knee of Burr. This is the fifth straight right-handed batter, and it looks like Sam Sailors on deck is a right-handed batter as well. 2 outs, 2 on. Drilled to left field. That's going to get down in front of Hudson Blank on one hop. They're going to send the runner. His throw is over the head of the cutoff man, but runners cannot advance. But there's the first run of the ball game, driven in with 2 outs. After a walk and a hit by pitch, Berg gets the first hit of the ball game. East Central leads 1-0. Sam Sailors, the right fielder, gets an at-bat. Chesterfield, Missouri. Fastball clips the outside corner for a called strike. Hudson Blank, not sure if he's played left field much at all prior to this fall. Came to Vol State last year, and second baseman, third baseman, catcher, utility player. Did not try him as far as I know in the outfield. Seligman gets ahead to another batter, 0-2. But he is an athlete, and he's hitting well already this fall. He leads the team in hits with 7. Got to get him in the lineup somewhere. Line down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, and it is just foul. Very, very little foul territory down that right field line is concrete. Stands over there. The walkway is right up against the fair line, but it did just land between the playing surface and the wall. Count remains 0-2. 2 out, 2 on again with 1 run in on just 1 hit. Tyler Seligman at the stretch couple looks back to second, and he delivers. High fly ball. This should be playable in left center field. Blank going back, and he'll make the catch with Noah Rice coming in behind him for out number 3. 6 batters come to the plate. 1 crosses it meaningfully. 1 run, it was earned on 1 hit. No errors. 2 runners left on base. The way the rules are, I'll tell you when we come back what the modified rules are here in the showcase. Take a break for this message from Volunteer State.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
Vol State is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. Vol State CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose Vol State because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
4, 5, and 6-2 up for the Pioneers. Tucker Smith, Hudson Blank, Jaden Perez to face Jeter Montilla. So these showcases are set up where we don't have a long inning. So sometimes it's a pitch count for the pitchers. This particular showcase, it's a number of batters. You can only have 7 batters come to the plate, or you can only score 4 runs. Tucker Smith stands in. Another transfer from Belmont. He's taken all the way. Get an eyeball on Montilla. It's called strike. Tucker played a little bit last year's freshman year for the Bruins. Takes a breaking pitch inside. He was a teammate of Noah Rice in high school at Liberty Station Camp. So we have Liberty Creek, nobody on this roster. currently, Aaron Higgins is on the roster, but he's not here. He's injured from Liberty Creek. I don't know why I keep getting confused with Station Camp and Liberty Creek. They're the two newest high schools in Sumner County. Maybe that's it. Smith with a 2-1 pitch, taps that one foul. Tucker hitting .313, played in 6 of the 7 games so far. He and Tucker Lorenz with the most official at-bats with 16. Tucker leads the club with 7 RBIs. He's got 2 doubles in his 5 hits. Hits that one hard to short. Staying down on it is Jeff Lentz. His throw is high over to the first baseman, Jacob Orff, to retire Smith. Lentz, the shortstop, playing Smith to pull. He was over in the hole, as he is again for Hudson Blank. Big spot up the middle there, as you can see. Hudson's second on the club in hitting at .538, and he swings and misses at the breaking pitch. Leads the team 7 hits, a double, a triple, 4 RBIs. Getting on base at a .533 clip. Down in the count now, 0-2. Hudson 6'2", 185-pound sophomore from Marissa, Illinois, so he's in his home state. That's off the end of the bat. Montilla gloves, but finally retrieves it. Backhand flip over to Orff. And that retires Blank. 5 up, 5 down for Montilla. That required a little more work on his part. Thought he had it initially, and it bounced out of his glove. He hunted that thing down and had a side flip to retire Hudson. Jaden Perez stands in. Jaden, a redshirt freshman, playing right field. Takes fastball up for ball 1. Jaden out of Miami, Florida. He's up in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 5'11", 200-pound left-handed hitter, left-handed thrower. Biology major, the son of Roger Perez and Jessica Perez. Big brother to Jenna and Jesse. His grandparents all live down in Miami. It's a fly ball out to shallow right center field. On comes the right fielder, Sam Sailors, to make the catch. It seemed like that was off the end of the bat. And another 1-2-3 inning as the Pioneers go down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the second. I think Tyler Zeligman probably will come out for his second inning of work. We'll be right back on the Ball State Sports Network.
Hey, Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota and Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
It looks like we're going to get our first left-handed hitter in the East Central lineup. Tyler Zeligman back out for his second inning. So a 4-run limit in an inning, 7-batter limit. No pitch count, but Typically around 25 pitches is where they want to keep a pitcher in an inning if it gets out of hand. As a pitcher, you'd like to have 10 or fewer pitches. First pitch to Jacob Orff sails high and wide. Jacob Orff, Mason Wall, Jeff Lentz, the bottom three in the lineup for the East Central College Falcons in Union, Missouri. Fastball catches the outside corner. Orff, ORF, freshman out of Wright City, Missouri, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Looks like an off speed, maybe a change up there, misses down in the turf. Lined out of play, off to the left side. Jim and Sandra, the Dennings, are watching and listening from McMinnville. 2-2 pitch, down at the feet of Orphan, another full count, Ministries full count. Back at Vol State, we have Vol State equipment, but on the road, I just keep a travel bag. Makes things a lot easier. Full count pitch, grounded toward the shortstop. Lorenz charges, gloves, throws on the run, and retires Orff to lead off the second. A high chopper, maybe right off the plate. Tucker Lorenz. He throws on the run very well. Sophomore out of Loudon, Tennessee. Mason Wall stands in. He's the third baseman. Jefferson City, Missouri. State capitals for 100, Alex. I think that's the state capital. 6'2", 210-pound freshman. There's probably some people from Missouri listening in. Send an email to treesports@gmail.com. Breaking pitch, check swing held up by Wall. You're safe. I'm not going to make fun of you. Had a nice conversation with one of the grandparents of the Three Rivers team the other day. Changeup swung over the top. Zeligman gets on top. It's kind of been a Jekyll and Hyde at times, Tyler Zeligman. Get ahead of the batter, and Brick Sloan, he had an 0-2 count. Sloan kept fouling a few off, and Zeligman ended up stepping on a fastball that hit him in the left side. Continued the inning. Right after, that's when Isaac Burr lined a single in the left field to drive in the only run of the game so far. Bottom of the second, 2-2 count. Nobody on, one out. And another full count, Ministries full count. Stay tuned toward the end. We're at the end of the game. We'll have the full count Ministries verse of the game. Got the banquet coming up next Thursday on 9/25. Maybe we'll get the mission verse of full count Ministries. And a one-out walk to Wall. Took a breaking pitch down. That's the second walk of the game for Zeligman. That brings up the shortstop, Jeff Lentz, Lentz. Out of House Springs, Missouri, 6'2", 205-pound redshirt sophomore. East Central had this situation in the first inning, ended up runner stole second base. Runner not going there. The fastball stuck by Bradley Pippin on that outside corner for a called strike. Pioneers looking for a ground ball to a middle infielder. Tucker Lorenz and Braden Baker at double play depth, pinching toward the middle. Changeup misses down. Game after. after this one. I'm not sure who's playing in that game. And then Vol State will take on Elgin Community College. I think they're near Chicago. Played Elgin, may have been last year, could have been 2 years ago down in Millington outside of Memphis at the USA Stadium complex. One out, 2-1 count to the number 9 hole hitter, leadoff batter Connor Kepner on deck. Runner does not go. The pitch is in there for a called strike. Zelligman has a sign. Long pause. Can't go too long. He's got a timer out there. Changeup misses low and away. Nice stop by Bradley Pippin. Transfer from Middle Tennessee State University. And another full count. Ministries full count. That is 3 in a row here in the second. Runner does not go, and that's lined into left field just to the right of Tucker Lorenz, who is playing at double play depth. If he'd have been playing at regular positioning, that would have been right to him. Now runners at first and second. It's now 2 hits for East Central. Puts runners at first and second. The leadoff batter, Connor Kepner, who walked in his first at-bat. Kepner, 5'9", 160-pound freshman from Lee's Summit, Missouri. I would guess he's not going to be easy to double up as he takes a slider in there for a called strike. You don't put slow guys up at the top of your lineup like that. And he does have a stolen bag already, so. This is not a bunt situation unless he's going to try to drag or push bunt. Time called by the home plate umpire, or by the batter, and the home plate umpire is going to note that in his log. And he's going to point here to let us know that that is one offensive timeout for East Central. Don't know if they've changed the rule on that. Last game at Cumberland, I heard the umpire say something, you're only allowed 3 of those. I thought it was 6. So maybe they've changed things. Pitch on the outside corner, called strike. And again, Tyler ahead of a batter 0-2. I'm not sure. This is at least the 3rd batter that he's gone 0-2 on. Only has 1 strikeout, couple of walks, a hit by pitch, and 2 singles. That's lifted high in the air into left field, shallow left field. Out goes Lorenz. On comes Blank. He can't make it. He's going to dive. Maybe he's got to play, and he goes to third base. And that's just a case of an outfielder not really that comfortable in his positioning right there. Lorenz would have been under that without any problem. And Hudson, of course, is taught take whatever you can get, but that drops in. I'm going to go E7 on that. And the bases are loaded. John Nisbet, who struck out in the first, stands in. Slider just misses outside. If that was a fastball in that spot, believe this umpire has called that location a strike already. Didn't get the call there for Zeligman. And now he's gone 2 balls and no strikes. Double play is in order here. Baker at second and Lorenz in double play depth. 2-0 pitch right down Broadway. On deck, 3-hole hitter Cannon Hibbs. Cannon with a K. .400 to dead center here at Mountain Dew Park. 320 down the lines. Nice backhand by Bradley Pippin to keep that ball from the backstop. Long backstop. A lot of distance between home plate and the backstop here, so something that gets by Pippin. East Central will score 1, so Bradley has to be a wall. And a 3-1 count. Zeligman going to have to come into the strike zone. And he does, and gets a swing and a miss on that fastball that's got arm side run, and another full count. Ministries full count. Zeligman would take the strikeout, but love to have an inning-ending double play ball. The 3-2. That's inside, ball 4. And Nisbet picks up the easy RBI and the third walk by Zeligman. Timeout called as Pippin's going to go out and have a confab with Zeligman. I'm pretty sure people putting this showcase on, not real happy about this. That's 5 batters in the inning. Cannon Hibbs will step in. He's the 3-hole hitter for East Central, who leads 2-0. Hibbs grounded into a fielder's choice. Ground ball to shortstop Tucker Lorenz. Kepner, who was at second, saw the ground ball go in front of him, and he decided to go ahead and try to get to third. Lorenz threw him out. It's lined out to right field. Perez going back. He's still going back, and he's not going to get that one. It will hop over the fence for a rule book double. That'll be 2 more runs that come in. And East Central leads 4-0. One hopped over the right field fence. One of those runs unearned. Kepner reached on the air. Nisbet now at third and Cannon Hibbs at second. So this is the final batter of the inning, as he is the 7th batter. Breck Sloan, who was hit by a pitch on an 0-2 count. And he backs out of the way of that breaking pitch. He thought he had him another one. Two hits in the inning. Single by Jeff Lentz and a double by Cannon Hibbs. And that bounces off the backstop, and there's your 4th run. I wonder if they're now going to shut it down. We'll see how that. Maybe they're going to go ahead and let Sloan bat. Nisbet scores on the wild pitch. Two balls, no strikes. Fouled off to the right. Sloan knows that a walk does nothing, so he should know that. Should be swinging at anything that might be close to the plate. That was an awkward swing there on a breaking pitch. Probably would have been ball 3. Go ahead and take a hack as he does there. And it counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. So unless something weird happens here, which it ought to, as soon as he swings and hits the ball, the runner from third should be taken off. So Ball State could possibly get a line out double play. Timeout here by Bradley Pippin. And again, the notepad comes out. The home plate umpire will take note of that. He'll ask Sloan to step out of the batter's box while he lets everybody know that that is a timeout by Ball State. So that would be 2 timeouts. Full count Ministries, full count on the final batter that Tyler Zeligman will face this morning. Gets the swinging slider strikeout, and that will end the inning on a rollover, as they say. So second strikeout. And the 7th batter ends the inning. So Isaac Burr will lead off the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was only 4 runs. That's right. 4 runs. But I thought they were supposed to roll it after 4. We're figuring it out as we go along. We'll be right back after this short break.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit fallstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, Ball State is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit ballstate.edu to learn more.
Tim Reese back on the Ball State Sports Network. 5-0 East Central leads after 2. Scheduled for 7 innings here in the Dinger Classic Showcase. A.J. Armstrong, Tucker Lorenz, J.C. Menendez, the 3 to face the new pitcher, the right-hander Cody Fry. 6'5", 240 pounds from Jacksonville, Illinois, not Florida. A.J. Armstrong takes ball 1. 6'1", 225 pounds, sophomore from Cannon County High School, a legend over there as a Cannon County Lion from Woodbury, Tennessee. Up in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. Son of the All-American boy, Jack Armstrong. Jack and Sharon in Woodbury. Kaylee's his sister. Paul and Nana, they're checked in on the tresports@gmail.com. Change up, apparently landed a little high, and A.J. Walk Armstrong has a 3-ball no strike count. Played in 37 games last year of the 52 for Vol State. And a 4-pitch walk, first base runner of the ball game for the Pioneers. You know what, I wonder, did they say that he was hit by that pitch? Have to watch the replay as Tucker Lorenz stands in, left-handed hitter from Loudon, Tennessee. Went to Sweetwater High School. Ball 5. Home plate umpire did not indicate that he was hit by that pitch. There's a long delay. Swung on and hit out to center field. Cannon Hibbs back, and he hauls that one in over his left shoulder for out number 1. J.C. Menendez stands in. He's one of the extra hitters. He and Tucker Smith. This contest, Jim McGuire in the fall normally plays a 10-batter lineup. 5'11", 195 pounds. JC looks at ball 1 down low from Miami, Florida. He's an accounting major at Vol State. Ozzie and Ileana Menendez probably listening in down in Miami. His grandparents also down in Miami. Cody Fry struggling with control here early. JC playing in his 7th game of the year. He's got a couple of hits, including a double and 2 RBIs. And now 3 balls, no strikes, with Bradley Pippin on deck. 10th batter in the lineup. 3-0 pitch is high for ball 4, so the second 4-pitch walk. Ball State looking for their first hit of the ball game. Pippin, the catcher, taking the leg gear off. Never was a fan of that with 1 out and a runner on. I wanted to show confidence in my guy at the plate that he wasn't going to hit into a double play. Started out my college career as a catcher. That off-speed pitch sails right across the plate for strike 1. Pippin, 5'10", 180-pound redshirt freshman. Transfer from Middle Tennessee State University. From Murfreesboro. Pops this one up to the left of the catcher. That will get into the stands in the 4th row. Pippin at Riverdale High School, 2024 grad, marketing major at Vol State, the son of Larry and Ginger Pippin. Brother to Ada, grandson of Pawpaw and Mamaw in Lake Wells, Florida. Pop and Grandma in Kabul, Missouri. Pippin crouched down, and that one's lined softly into center field. It gets down for the first hit. Coach McGuire down at third base will hold the runner who had to wait to see if that ball was going to get caught right off of the end of the bat. And the base is loaded now. The top of the lineup, Noah Rice. Left-handed hitting center fielder flew out to his counterpart in his first at-bat. Noah came in hitting .455. Swings at an off-speed pitch. Couldn't hold up. 5 hits include 2 triples. He's got a home run. He was walked 7 times. He's down the count 0-2 here. It's at least 3, maybe 4 swing and misses. I think he had a couple swing and misses in his first at-bat before flying out to center field. Let's see what he does here on down 0-2. A balk was called, no stop, so Rice, I was going to say Rice looked like he was taking an 0-2 pitch right down the middle of the plate. So a balk gets the Framework Athletics first run of the game for Vol State. That's A.J. Armstrong. And everybody moves up. So runners at second and third. Base hit right here should score 2. Nice stop there behind the plate by Nisbet on a spiked pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thanks for joining me this Friday morning on the Vol State Sports Network on YouTube. If you're a Vol State fan, hit that subscribe button. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and Rice and Nisbet get tangled up a little bit. I'm not sure Nisbet might have thought that Rice was going to take off toward first base, and he had a quick burst. Rice was coming back to the dugout. And if you were around a couple of years ago, that's pretty much how the fight in Jackson State happened, as Braden Baker looks at a pitch up. So now 2 outs. Baker at the dish. He struck out in the first inning, his first strikeout of the fall. Been a very productive batter. Swings and misses at the breaking pitch. Plays second base, plays shortstop. Breaking pitch stays up. Cody Fry on for his first inning of work. There's a right-hander loosening in East Central College's bullpen. Not sure if Fry's going to go 1 or 2. Baker checks his swing. They do appeal down at first base. The first base umpire says no, he did not go. 3-1 count. Anticipate that Baker will move over to shortstop probably for game number 2, and that's the third walk of the inning. 3 walks and a base hit and a balk, giving Vol State their only run so far. Bases loaded again. And Easton Denning thought he had him a solo home run, and I thought he did too. He hit an absolute bomb down the right field line in his first at-bat, but first base umpire said that it curled foul before it got to the fair pole. I don't think there's any chance it did that. He hit that one well. If it curled, it had to have taken an immediate right turn. I actually did not watch it go out. I was waiting for the umpire to say that's fair. I looked at Easton, and he stopped between home and first in total disbelief. And then he ended up lining out to the second baseman to end the inning, and he's batting here with the bases loaded. 2 out. And cracks that one right into the glove and out of the glove of the second baseman, who cannot get a handle on it. Vol State trying to score a second run, and they're going to. With 2 outs, Pippin running on the swing. So an attempt by the second baseman, Connor Kepner, on the line drive. He leaped for it, got it in his glove, but couldn't corral it, as that is a rollover inning now. That's going to be a 2-run single for Easton Denning. I can't give Kepner an error on a play like that. So Easton picks up the 2-run RBI, and we'll roll over to the bottom of the third inning, as Vol State sent 7 to the plate, scored 3 on 2 hits. We'll take a quick break, tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Vol State Sports Network.
The Volunteer State has always been home to pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee, like those that have come before. Blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. Ball State.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Connor Cobb, the second pitcher out for head coach Jim McGuire. Connor, a transfer from Northwest Florida Community College down in Niceville, Florida. 6 foot, 180-pound redshirt freshman. He's from Hendersonville. Went to Ensworth High School. He's undecided in his major. Son of Anthony Michelle Cobb, brother to Carson, grandson of Papa and Nana in Edmonson County, Kentucky, and Grandy. She hangs out over there in Bowling Green where Grandma Loco is. Cobb, a hard-throwing right-hander, will face 5, 6, and 7 to the East Central lineup. And won't you know it, he starts with a breaking pitch, stays inside. Tyler Zeligman goes inning and 2/3, gives up 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those are earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and plunked a batter. Count goes 2 balls and a strike to Isaac Burr, who drove in the first run of the game for East Central. Line drive single to left field. Cobb rears back and fires the fastball. That gets into the strike zone. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, the final scores don't matter in this. This is the line off the glove of A.J. Armstrong. Rounding first, heading to second. Burr hit a bullet there. A.J., I think, thought he had it, but that is a double for Isaac Burr. B-U-H-R. There's no D at the end. That ball was in and out of the glove, or right off the tip of A.J. Armstrong's glove before he even knew it came his way. That ball was well struck. Sam Sailors steps in. He flew out to left field to end the first. Cobb having to deal with a runner at second base here right off the hop. Tucker Lorenz right behind Isaac Burr. And he's available if Cobb wanted to throw back, as he does not. Sends a breaking pitch toward the batter, who takes it for a called ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob Orff, I think the only left-handed batter in the Falcons lineup, on deck. Fouled back. Cobb's 4th appearance of the fall. He has 5 innings under his belt. He's only allowed 1 hit until that double right there. 2 runs, which were unearned. Walked 4, struck out 9 in those 5 innings. Of course, a 0 ERA. And gets a swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone for a strikeout for out number 1. That's his 10th of the year. That now ties Nick Godsey for the team lead. Godsey went off in the game the other day. He pitched in 6 strikeouts in that contest. Now Orff, who grounded out to short, looks at a ball outside. I believe that was the Cumberland game that Godsey. It was. He went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 6 batters, faced 7. Changeup catches the outside corner. I would expect to see Nick Godsey pitch today, even though he threw 2 on Tuesday. Another off-speed pitch, high and away. Cobb looked down at the turf mound there as though he might have stepped on a clump of some sort. Lead-off double off the glove of A.J. Armstrong by Isaac Burr. He's standing down there after a strikeout by Sam Sailors. Stepped on one there, but it's high and away. You can hear the pop of that mitt. Bradley Pippin. No change in the defense for Jim McGuire in his 5th year as the head coach at Vol State. With 26 years at Middle Tennessee State University, 20 as an assistant to Steve Peterson. There's a called strike on the inside corner, and I think Pippin was crossed up. He's asking for time on a ball that got away from him, and he had a little brief chat there with Connor Cobb. As we have a Full Count Ministries Full Count. Tyler Mootsey, the pitching coach for the Pioneers in his 2nd year, former Cumberland Phoenix right-hander, and Gabe Jennings just getting started as a volunteer assistant coach. He's first base coach and helps with hitters and fielders. Former Blue Raider at MTSU. Timeout called by the batter, and the second timeout. Home plate umpire does not write this one in the book. He's going to rely on his memory for this. Maybe he'll write it between innings. Full count pitch. Fouled back. Should be about a 2-hour game time. We started 9:42, so just a little over an hour. Lined foul down the left field line. That gets out of play. The stands go one section past the third base dugout, and then it's a grass area. I guess kids can play on that. It's kind of like if you watch the SEC tournament, baseball tournament in Hoover at whatever they're calling that now, Regions Bank Park, just south of Birmingham. Breaking pitch just misses inside. That's ball 4. Now 2 runners on. Nice job there by Jacob Orff to lay off that breaking pitch that landed just off the plate. Now Mason Wall, who walked and scored in the second, will stand in. 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Dinger Classic Showcase. 3 different sites being played. Fastball in the inside corner for a called strike. Not sure where they're playing the third venue today. Normally they play at Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, just north of here. And I think they'll do that tomorrow and Sunday, but not sure where the third one is today. Another called strike. And Cobb getting ahead 0-2. But John A. Logan is just down the road as well, one of the junior colleges here in Illinois. Ball State a couple years ago played John A. Logan, and then a second game here. There it is. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Mason Wall. He takes 3 that were painted. Might have been a ball off on the outside corner, those last 2, but definitely close enough to be swinging at with 2 strikes. And a strikeout. Sits Wall down, and now Jeff Lentz, who lined a single, his first plate appearance, stands in. Number 9 hole hitter for East Central. 2 on, now 2 out. Fastball right by his chin for ball 1. Braden Baker handling the keep the runner close duties. That's breaking pitch in there for a called strike. 5 players on the field who were on the roster last year for Vol State. Hudson Blank in left field, A.J. Armstrong at third. As that ball gets down in the turf and gets by, Pippin couldn't reach far enough to get that one. That'll be a wild pitch. Move the runners to second and third. 2 outs, it's not as big a deal. I'll tell you, as a former shortstop, I liked having the opportunity to be able to throw to second base to get the force. Cobb delivers up. 3-1. Leadoff batter Connor Kepner is on deck. He goes with that breaking pitch and misses outside. After the leadoff double, it's been a pattern of strikeout, walk. And the third at-bat for Connor Kepner in 3 innings. You wouldn't anticipate that with the setup here, but Cobb can extricate himself by retiring Kepner. Kepner hit that shallow fly ball in the left field that Lorenz went out on and seemed like he had a beat on it. Hudson Blank, the left fielder, who's new to the position, was running in, called off Lorenz and had to make a diving attempt as that fastball catches the outside corner and couldn't come up with it. On my score sheet, I got Kepner with an 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Somebody might say that that should have been a single, and I wouldn't argue vehemently against it. There's another wild pitch, and that's going to score a run. It does bounce back quickly to Pippin, but wild pitch allows Burr to reach. Second wild pitch of the inning. Six to 3. Has another shallow pop-up. Lorenz out this time, and no outfielder calls him off. He makes the catch to finally retire the Falcons. So that wild pitch prior to that final pitch allowed the only run of the inning to come in. So 1 run, it was earned, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners were left aboard for East Central, who leads 6 to 3 after 3. Scheduled for 7. Hopefully can get through that, even with the delay earlier. We'll be right back on Vol State Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at Vol State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Vol State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Vol State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
is counting on me.
New pitcher on for East Central. Eli Trittinger redshirt freshman, 6'4", 190 pound. I don't know how to say this. Creve Coeur, C-O-U-E-R, Missouri. Transfer from Lindenwood University. He is the third pitcher on for Luke Miller, head coach at East Central. Cody Fry goes 2/3 of an inning. Gives up 2 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. He walked 3 batters. Struck out a batter. Faced 7. Tucker Smith leads off. Top of the 4th. Sees a called strike on that outside corner. Smith hit a chopper to, no, he hit a hard ground ball in the hole to the shortstop, Jeff Lentz, as he fouls that one straight back. He's now down in the count 0-2. Hit it hard. Lentz playing well over in the hole, he's even moving farther over. He's as far over as you'll see a shortstop as Smith swings and foul tips that one into the glove for a 3-pitch strikeout. Now Hudson Blank stands in. Hit one off the end of the bat. Pitcher Jeter Montilla had to field that one, and a nice play to retire Blank as Trittinger dialing up nothing but strikes here. That's 4 pitches, 4 strikes. Now he's throwing one inside. Hudson fouls that one straight back, and Trittinger gets back on the strike machine. 6'2", 185-pound sophomore from Marissa, Illinois, the son of Joshua and Marissa Blank, brother to Isabella. I stopped by Nisbet behind the plate. Big Ed and Rhoda, his grandparents, they hang out in Marissa, Illinois as well. Need to find out if they're here. Wonder how far Marissa, Illinois is. Chopper to short. Lynch charges, gloves, hat falls off. He throws over to first to retire Blank for out number 2. Inquiring minds want to know how far away Marissa, Illinois. If only there was a way we could find out. 55 miles, says Google Maps. That's not right. 74 miles. Hour and a half away. As Jaden Perez stands in. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Jaden flew out to his counterpart, the right fielder, in the second. So Marissa located northwest of Marion here, between St. Louis and Marion, Illinois. It's fouled back this way. Trying to think, it looks like he could get a foul ball back in here. I guess I ought to be paying a little more attention. That netting behind home plate goes up about the level of my desk that I'm sitting at. Just a bit outside. Tried to catch the corner and missed. 2-2 count to the left-handed hitting right fielder Jaden Perez. One of the full count D group members last year, and he and A.J. Armstrong, Drew Moorhead, planning on coming back starting in October. Drilled right to that second baseman again, and Connor Kepner, he had to be on his toes. He's had 3 line drives come his way. He's able to handle 2 of them. 2 of them were by Easton Denning. This one by Jaden Perez, a 1-2-3 inning for Eli Trittinger. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. Looks like Connor Cobb couldn't wait to get out there. He's already on the mound, ready to go. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Welcome to the Vol State Nursing Lab. The simulation lab allows students to come in a safe environment and practice real-world patient care without worrying about harming patients. We have 5 high-fidelity mannequins that we use with our nursing students in our lab to simulate real-world scenarios that they're going to see once they're out in the hospitals working. We have an adult mannequin, as you see here. She simulates everything from a normal patient to wounds to trachs, IVs. You can give her medications. We have pediatric mannequins. We have a mom mannequin. We also have other models to where students can start IVs. They can put tubes and drains in. They can remove tubes and drains, do wound care. Also, if we lose clinical placement, then students can still simulate those real-world experiences in the lab to get the same experience and be prepared when they graduate and enter the workforce as a nurse.
Two, 3, and 4 due up for East Central College out of Missouri. John Nisbet, Cannon Hibbs, Breck Sloan to face Connor Cobb in his second inning. First pitch misses inside to the right-handed hitting catcher. Nisbet's third at-bat. He struck out in his first and walked with the bases loaded in the second. Fouls that one out of play to the right side. I think that might have hit a pole. May have bounced back. Looks like each side is required to get the foul balls on their side of the stadium. That fastball whispers at the outside corner for a called strike. That might have been in the left-handed batter's box. At least when Bradley Pippin caught it, it was. It might have caught the front edge on its way by. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cobb will dial it up there in low 90s. Originally a Vanderbilt commit in high school. Started his college career down at Northwest Florida Community College. Ground ball to the left side. Lorenz backhands to Hopper, throws one down in the turf on purpose, and it is fielded by Easton Denning just like a ground ball. And that is a 6-3 put out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Lorenz got to it quickly. Nisbet looks like he runs pretty well for a catcher. You don't see it a lot, but it happens. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Hibbs with the bases loaded in the second inning, hit a one hopper over the right field fence to drive in 2 runs. Probably would have scored 3 if it would have hit and stayed in the field of play. He is 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Cobb looking to have a little better inning here than he had his first inning, but he's now gone 3 balls and a strike after getting the first pitch swing by Hibbs. And now count goes full count ministries, full count. Go to fullcountministries.com, see all the ministries doing for baseball players in not only in Middle Tennessee, but down in Birmingham area, as well as trips to Nicaragua. As a swing and a foul tip into the glove is second strikeout, make it a 3rd strikeout for Cobb in his 1 2/3. First 2 retired in the 4th. Breck Sloan hit by a pitch and a strikeout victim. He smokes that one down the left field line, but it will go foul and bang off the chain link fence that is past and out of play. Got out ahead of that pitch. Sloan 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch in the first. past 11 o'clock Central Time. The slider, I guess, stayed upstairs. So that means in the Eastern Time Zone, where probably a lot of you that are listening in. I say a lot, that's not going to be true. Where the Perez's and the Menendez's, they listen in that way. East Tennessee folks. Missouri, they're in the Central Time Zone. All the Illinois folks. My hometown, Cincinnati, right on the edge of the Eastern Time Zone. Much better inning there by Connor Cobb as he goes 1-2-3 on 2, 3, and 4 of the East Central lineup to conclude his 2 innings. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Cobb finishes 2 innings, gives up 1 hit, 1 run, which was earned. Walked a couple of batters, struck out 4, and faced, let's see, 9 looks like. Seven for the batting average. That you need to do a lot of computing here. Trevor Muzzi wants certain stats, and batting average against is one of them. So that's another column I had to add to my statistical Excel spreadsheet. Connor Cobb came in with a batting average of .067. He now has 7 innings pitched. He's only given up 2 hits and has struck out 13 batters. And if he can get that strike zone handled, he can be pretty effective for Vol State. So we have a new pitcher on the mound for East Central, I believe. Yeah, maybe this is still the same. It's a 30-something number. No, it is. It's a new pitcher, 33. Zach Taylor, 6'1", 200-pound right-handed sophomore from Chesterfield, Missouri, was on. Eli Trittinger goes an inning of hitless, scoreless, not allow a base runner, struck out 1. The 4th right-hander. A.J. Armstrong, Tucker Lorenz, J.C. Menendez to face the new pitcher. And A.J. sees the first strike in his second at-bat on the inside corner. A.J. walked on 4 pitches, eventually came around to score on a balk by Cody Fry. A.J. led the conference a year ago in walk percentage, walks per plate appearance. Don't know the number what it was. At one point in time, it was about 30% as that pitch is spiked. Trailed off toward the end, and he also led the Ohio Valley League 6-team summer collegiate league team as he played for the Fulton Railroaders. He's got a good eye and is patient, sometimes too patient. At least Paul would say that. Paul one time said, "Tell AJ to swing the stick." Let's see if he gets aggressive here, 3-1. He sees the same pitch that was called a strike on the first pitch, it appeared. Called for a ball, so he's walked twice. His 2 plate appearances. That'll bring up Tucker Lorenz, who flew out to center field in his first at-bat. So Zach Taylor walks the first batter he sees. Gets the call on the outside corner. Don't think that any changes have been made defensively for East Central, but they're definitely not going to notify me. I just got to pick up on it. Changeup misses outside. Nesbitt Not sure if Armstrong was going to take off. AJ probably not. Going to be given the steal sign. He had 5 steals a year ago in 6 attempts. He's a good base runner, smart base runner, and can take a bag from time to time. Lorenz check swing. I think the pitch was called a strike. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, J.C. Menendez. Ball State down 6-3 here in the modified 7-inning game. That's off the handle, flown out to right field for out number 1. A couple of flyouts to the outfield for Lorenz. Menendez walked on 4 pitches, his only time to the plate. JC played in a dozen games a year ago, started 9 of those, looks at a breaking pitch for a called strike. 5 hits, 2 of those were home runs. 9 RBIs out of those 5 hits. Very productive. Popped up on the right side. In comes Sam Sailors. They'll have another easy catch for out number 2. Now the 10th hitter in the lineup, Bradley Pippin, steps up. Got the first hit of the ball game for the Pioneers. Only have 2 in the game. He and Easton Denning. Hit one off the end of the bat, flared into center field. That pitch gets down in the turf and gets by Nisbet. Armstrong takes second base on the wild pitch. Now a runner in scoring position for Bradley Pippin. Playing in his 7th game. This is the 8th game for Vol State this fall. 3 hits. Another pitch inside. 3 balls and a strike. Chopper to short. Lentz charges, got it on the short hop and makes a nice play there to retire Pippin, who does run well. And that will end the inning for Vol State. No runs, no hits. 1 runner was left aboard. Head to the bottom of the 5th. Get a new pitcher. Tell you about the new Summit Concrete call to the bullpen when we return on the Vol State Sports Network.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
Vol State is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. Vol State CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose Vol State because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen. Gabe Eddington, the third pitcher on for the Pioneers. 5'9", 160-pound redshirt freshman. Transfer from Austin Peay State University, Montgomery Central High School, where he played in Clarksville, Tennessee. He's a general studies major, the son of Michael and Jennifer Eddington, brother to Holly and Dylan. He's got grandparents in High Point, North Carolina. He calls G-Paul and Nanny. He is on to pitch the 5th inning. Not sure if he's on for 2 innings or not. Maybe it depends on how he does in the first. Let's see what he has done so far on the mound. He's a two-way player. 3 appearances already, 3 innings of work. Does have the only save of the fall so far. Has given up 6 hits, which leads the club as a 9 ERA. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. The game was against, let's see who. I'll find that sheet. That was against Bevel State that he got the save. Facing 5, 6, and 7 in the East Central lineup. Isaac Burr leading off. 2 for 2. Ball State hadn't been able to get him out yet. Gone to the left side both times. Line drive RBI single to left in the first and led off the third with a line drive off the tip of the glove of the third baseman, A.J. Armstrong, for a double. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner. As Burr started to swing and held up thinking it was outside. Eddington against Bevel State gave up a leadoff double and then retired the next 3 batters. The final 2 on strikeouts. And the first batter he faces here draws the walk. Definitely staying away from Isaac Burr. It's the 6th walk by Vol State pitching today. They've also hit a batter. Sam Saylor's 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout stands in. That catches the outside corner. Eddington, also a middle infielder, primarily plays second base. Would anticipate that he would be at second base. Throw over, gets out of the glove of Denning. Trickles away, but not far enough for Burr to chance heading down to second. That throw was just a little bit to the outfield side of the runner, and Easton had to get real personal there with Burr to get a glove on that one. Eddington now looking back to first base from the right side. Runner goes, swinging a throw down is not in time, and don't know why I keep switching to the other camera. That's the best view there. Swing and a miss, but a stolen base. Almost carried Sailors into Pippin's space. But apparently not enough for an interference call. Let's head out to left center field. Blank on the run, and he takes a good route, makes the catch. Tagging is Burr at second base. We'll say that Saylor's standing at second base. I'm not sure why. That's a long way away, but I'm pretty sure I saw Hudson Blank catch that ball. Again, he is just learning to track the ball off the bat from in the left field position. Runner now at third base with one out. Eddington facing the left-handed hitter Jacob Orff. Ground out and a walk in his first two plate appearances. Infield in for Vol State. Trying to cut down the run. Popped up and out of play. Eddington ahead 0-2. Sailors fly ball went a little farther than I thought it was going to go. It's 375, it says, out to right center field. The deepest part, I'm guessing it's probably 390 out there in left center field. Chopper, shortstop Lorenz, his only play is going to be at first, and he's not going to even make that. He tried to jump to bare hand, but his only play would have been to try to go to first base. No chance he was going to get the runner coming home. So an infield single and an RBI for Jacob Orff. Now brings up Mason Wall. 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. So a stolen base and then that fly ball that got the runner over to third. A productive out for East Central. Good job by Sam Sailors. At least get the ball deep enough in the outfield. Typically you want to go to the right side with a runner at second if you can. Runner stays put as that pitch is poured in there for a called strike. And another good job by Orff to get the bat on the ball on an 0-2 pitch. Get that chopper. About 3 chopped ground balls in the infield. Throw over to first. Denning able to catch that one cleanly, but runner back in time. East Central scored 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. And so far 1 here in the fifth, lead 7-3. Pioneers take on Elgin Community College. The third game of the day here at Mountain Dew Park. Popped up and out of play. Eddington gets ahead. Says Mason Wall 6'2". From my vantage point, he looks taller than that. He looks pretty good size down there. The right-handed batter's box. Way up on the plate. Takes that pitch outside. My experience is that umpires are more susceptible to calling strikes off the outside portion of the plate, a little farther off than they are on the inside. So batters want to get up on that plate so they can reach that ball that might be 1 or 2 baseballs outside. Full Count Ministries, Full Count. Stay tuned. We'll have the Full Count Ministries verse of the game and the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. The conclusion of today's first contest. Another walk. Second of the inning by Gabe Eddington. Came in with just 1 walk in the first 3 innings and 3 appearances. This is A.J. Armstrong having a chat. Fulton Railroader having a chat with a Hoptown Hopper. Both played in the Ohio Valley League. What did I end at? 9 players on the Vol State roster to play. I think I started with 6 and just kept adding. Nice stop by Bradley Pippin behind the plate on the ball down in the turf for ball 1. There's 3 Paducah Chiefs, 3 Fulton Railroaders, 2 Hoptown Hoppers, and a Full Count Rhythm. player. I think that's 9. 2 balls, no strikes to Jeff Lentz, the number 9 hitter for the East Central College Falcons in Union, Missouri. Lentz, a single, a run scored, also drew a walk. Cracks that one out the left center field. Let's see if Rice can get to it. No, instead it's Hudson Blank making a nice sliding catch in the gap. Good job there by Hudson to get off on that one on a well hit ball to left center field. I'll put a star by that one. That's out number 2. Pick up the yellow colored pencil. Make a nice little star there. Back to the top of the order, Connor Kepner. He's 0 for 2. Bats with 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th. Eddington had 7 appearances for the Hoptown Hoppers this past summer. They were all in relief. 11 innings pitched. That base hit in the left field. Hudson charges. His throw to the plate is not in time. It's just a little bit to the third base dugout side, and a nice slide by Jacob Orff. Blank's throw pulled Pippin away from the plate just a hair. And it's 8-3. Line drive got out to Hudson quickly. He had a lot of momentum behind that throw. But Orff with a nice slide to the infield side of the base. Scores. Mason Wall moves over to third. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. John Nisbet. And you'd expect Kepner won't be long at first base as that pitch gets in there for a called strike. This should be the last batter of the inning. It is the 7th batter, so maybe Kepner doesn't want to take the at-bat away. That's a ground ball. That's going to get into right field. That'll drive in a run, and that will end the inning. Perez is going to throw to third, and they're going to get Kepner at third base, so the inning's going to end anyway. But no reason for Kepner not to try, since it would have been the last batter. So give another run, and the out is recorded. An RBI single for John Nisbet on the chopper. It goes into right field. Nice throw by Jaden Perez to nab Kepner at third. Give an assist to Perez and the put out to A.J. Armstrong. 3 hits in the inning for East Central as they score 3. No errors and one runner left on base. We're through 5, and 9-3 is the score. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Want to thank Toyota of Gallatin for their support of Vol State athletics. Scoreboards at the softball complex, the baseball field, and inside the Pickle Fieldhouse. A couple of years ago, as Noah Rice leads off. Facing a new pitcher, Wyatt Mammon. 6'3", 220-pound right-hander from Lincoln, Illinois. Rice takes a called strike. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center and struck out. Fifth pitcher of the ball game for East Central. Slow breaking pitch and another called strike. Noah came in hitting .455 in the 6 games that he's played this fall. 5 hits. And he struck out for the second time on a heater there. Now Braden Baker 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout stands in. Got hit by a pitch 3 times at Cumberland on Tuesday. So Mammon nearly hits his bat that was hanging up over his helmet there. Swings, foul tips that one. Again, the scheduled time, 2:20 for Ball State's second game of the day, but with the 45-minute lightning delay that we started with, don't see that happening. Not sure who plays next here, and I'm not sure what the scheduled time was, but I'm guessing it's about, would have been right about now, about 11:30 would be my guess, maybe 11:45, so that's obviously not going to happen. Ball State plays right here at Mountain Dew Park. So I would anticipate 3:15. There's a line drive. Base hit by Baker into center field. He gets off the schneid. Did not have a hit at Cumberland. He was getting hit. Baker lined out to the left field to go along with his 3 hit by pitches in that game at Cumberland, a 12-11 loss. Walk-off win by the Cumberland JV squad. Easton Denning 1 for 2. He's hit the ball on the button 3 times. 2 of them in apparent fair territory. Lined out to the second baseman, Connor Kepner, in the first, and then lined off the glove of Kepner. Drove in a run in the third. If you weren't with us earlier, there's a line drive, and that's good to see. Denning lines one in the left center field gap, and it is not cut off. It rolls all the way to the wall. Easton's going to round second. He's going to try for third, and a hit first slide. That is an RBI triple. Easton Denning coming up for oxygen. It's good to see Easton swinging the stick. He was riding that struggle bus earlier, and he has put some good swings on some good pitches here. Back-to-back hits brought to you by hit after hit. Braden Baker scores. Now Tucker Smith, 0 for 2, stands in. That pitch nearly got out of the glove of Nisbet. Tucker'd like to pick up that RBI. Leads the club in RBIs. Denning with 2 here in the ball game. Led the club last year. There's a ground ball. It's going to get in a run. Lentz in the hole. Throws to first to retires Tucker Smith. Route number 2. Second time he's rolled one to shortstop. Hudson Blank steps to the plate. 2 out, 2 in, nobody on base. Hudson looking for his first hit of the ball game. Couple of ground outs. Takes pitch inside for ball 1. Let's get that runner off the base. Popped up out of play. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded out to the pitcher and grounded out to the shortstop. Ball State scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning and 2 here in the 6th. Scheduled for 7 innings. Regardless of who's winning, we'll play both ends of the 7th. As it stands right now, East Central leading 9-5, and they will still bat in the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball to short. Lentz stays down, and his strong throw retires blank. We're out number 3. But a 1-out single by Braden Baker, a triple into the left center alley by Easton Denning. Could not be cut off by Cannon Hibbs, and that allowed Denning to get to 3rd, where he then scored on a ground out by Tucker Smith. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Headed to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network on YouTube.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit fallstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, Ball State is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit ballstate.edu to learn more.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen. Sophomore Brady Davis out of Clarksville, Tennessee, Clarksville High School. 5'11", 165-pound general studies major, the son of Rodney and Ryan Davis. Brother to Faith, grandson of Grandpa and Grammy. They both are in Clarksville, Tennessee. Former Fulton Railroader this past summer. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the East Central lineup. Cannon Hibbs, Breck Sloan, Isaac Burr scheduled. Davis with a long look in. First pitch swinging. Hibbs pops this one out to Hudson Blank in left field, and he's got an easy catch just outside of your view. I apologize for that, but nothing I can do about it. Got to give up something, and that's the left field and right field corners. Home broadcast will have 4 or 5 cameras, so we'll be able to get those plays for you. Limited equipment on the road. I don't have an entourage. It's just me, Breck Sloan. Now 2 balls and no strikes. He's 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts and a hit by pitch. Davis delivers. That pitch is fouled off. Brady on for his 4th appearance. It's all in relief. He's thrown 3 innings, given up 4 hits, 7 runs. Only 2 of those are earned. Not walked a batter, struck out 3. Now gone 3-1. Has hit 2 batters, a 6.00 ERA. Opponent's hitting .250. That one's fouled Straight back this way, and another full count Ministries, full count. Hoping to have a bunch of these players. Oh, a slow change right there. Swung over the top, and a strikeout for out number 2. And I've been sent the Dinger full schedule by Paul Smith. Thank you very much. It's in there for a called strike on Isaac Burr. Been on base every time he's come to the plate. Single drove in a run in the first, doubled and scored in the third. Fouls that one, and down on the count 0-2, and then he walked and scored in the fifth. Well, they're indicating let's see if I can read this schedule correctly. Friday, Mountain Dew Park Oasis Sports Complex is what they're calling. I guess that's a foul ball. Burr bent down to keep that ball from hitting him in the noodle, but he didn't pull the bat with him. Okay, so it's Mountain Dew Park, and this Oasis Sports Complex, I think it's owned by the same people. I was talking to the HVAC guy up here, Corey, and he was giving me some 4-1-1 there. That's a conventional foul ball off to the right side. So that's where games are being played today that are not being played at SIU. So Mountain Dew Park, Frontier is taking on East Central, who's playing back-to-back here. So Ball State will clear out of the third base dugout. And Ball State will take on Elgin, who will play back-to-back, 2:20 and 5 o'clock. So 11:40 was when that next game was scheduled. Thank you, sir, for sending that schedule. Slider couldn't hold up, gets out of Bradley Pippen's glove, but he retrieves and throws down to Easton Denning to finish off the strikeout in a 1-2-3 inning. That's the first time that's happened today for Vol State pitching. It's a great job by Brady Davis to retire all 3 batters that he faces in the 6th inning. We are going to the 7th. We'll be right back for the final inning of Game 1.
The Volunteer State has always been home to pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before, blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. Vol State.
Top of the 7th, a new pitcher for East Central, Ben Peth, a 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore. He's a right-hander out of Warrenton, Missouri. Wyatt Mammon went 1 inning. Get my score sheet corrected here. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, which were earned. Did not walk a batter, struck out 1. Faced 5. And to face Peth, Jaden Perez, A.J. Armstrong, Tucker Lorenz for Vol State, more formally known as Volunteer State Community College, located in Gallatin, Tennessee, about 20 miles northeast of Nashville, Music City. Perez swings and misses. 0 for 2, fly out to right field and a line out. Hit a missile to the second baseman, Connor Kepner, who's been busy, as has the shortstop. That ball sails over the glove of John Nisbet. Karam is right back to him. Must be hitting some part of that backstop that doesn't have padding on it. I'm not sure what that is. It looks to be like padding all over, but Jaden did get in a couple games last year, but those were in the first part of the season. Ended up taking a red shirt as he takes a strike there. Last fall, he hit right at about 300, had 11 hits, including a double. Looks at ball 3 and a full count. Ministries full count. Walked a dozen times. Played in 20 games, had 37 at-bats last fall. In the spring, 3 official plate appearances. Picked up a double in there as he draws the walk and gets on base for the first time in this contest. A.J. Armstrong, he's walked twice. Steps up. Slider misses down. Hasn't had a whole lot to swing at today. First at bat, he walked on 4 pitches. Don't remember the count. It might have been full in his second plate appearance. Scored 1 run. Going to throw down to first. Perez back in time. Nice throw by Nisbet. Pitch came in high, and Jaden must have looked like he was getting a little far off the bag for Nisbet's liking. Sun trying to peek out here in Marion, Illinois. There's A.J. taking a hack on a 2-0 pitch, fouls it back. 2 balls and a strike. Starting pitcher seems like 4 hours ago. Jeter Montilla out after that foul ball. Tried to go at 9 o'clock and had a lightning delay. Another foul ball. That gets into the stands and count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right after Montilla finishes warm-up tosses to begin the game at 9 a.m., officials pulled the team off the field and said we were in a lightning delay, and that lasted till 9:42. That's why we're having a late start. There's a slow breaking pitch that A.J. could not pull the trigger on. He goes down looking. Got to bring up left-handed hitting shortstop Tucker Lorenz. Got a couple flyouts to the outfield in his only 2 plate appearances. Tucker, the son of Jeremy and Emily, looks at a pitch way outside. Got a younger sister, Riley. Papaw and Grammy, they're in Loudon. Doozy. His grandma also in Loudon. Sweetwater High School grad, 1.5 years ago. Waves that bat, and that pitch goes to the backstop. Nisbet thought about throwing down to second base, but decided no. So a wild pitch moves Perez into scoring position. Again, if you're just joining me, this is a showcase. We will be playing the bottom of the 7th regardless of the score. There's another pitcher out in the Ball State bullpen. There's Ben Peth, P-E-T-H. Walked the first batter, struck out the next, and now 3-0 on Lorenz with J.C. Menendez in the on-deck area. Waiting for his turn somewhat patiently. Perez leads off a second. Modest lead. There's a 3-0 pitch. clips the strike zone at the letters. Tucker started 31 of 32 games a year ago for Vol State. Fouls this one back, and the count goes full. Full count, Ministries full count. He had 18 hits, including 4 doubles, a triple, had 11 RBIs, walked 14 times. And looks at strike 3. And back-to-back backward Ks in the books for Ben Peth. Tucker tossed the bat trying to influence the home plate umpire, but that didn't work. Now JC with 2 outs and a runner at second. His roommate, as a matter of fact. 2 straight years. They're both from Miami. Their families good friends. That pitch is down in the dirt or the turf. Perez will move on down to the third base bag. So a couple of wild pitches after the walk has him another wild pitch or pass ball away from scoring. Ball State was down 5-0 when they scored 3 in the top of the third. Got back to within 2, but then gave up single run in the third and 3 in the fifth to go down 9-3. Got 2 of those back in the top of the sixth, 9-5. How about JC just go ahead and go big fly right here? Go ahead, and I'm going to use my yard card right here. JC Menendez going to knock one out of Mountain Dew Park. He did. He went off. Nope, didn't get out. I heard it bounce. It's not a yard card there, but fouled it off to the right side. Again, if you want to get in under the wire, and send an email to treesports@gmail.com. It's free. Just above the letters there, and another full count Ministries full count. Bradley Pippin with the shin guards on in the on-deck area, hoping to get an at-bat before this game concludes. He is hoping JC gets on base. And that's not going to happen. A swinging strikeout ends the inning and ends Vol State's at-bats. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left aboard. Ben Peth came back after the leadoff walk to strike out 3. He can feel good about his outing. 4 hits in the ball game for Vol State. Their 5 runs, all were earned. 5 walks by East Central's pitching. 7. These are unofficial, and I am not the official scorer, and there's really not an official scorer. For Vol State, I guess I'm the official scorer because I'm the one that puts the stats in and hands them or emails them to the coaches. So Brady Davis is going to come out and finish this one off. Only faced 3 batters in his half inning. I'd already penciled him in as being finished. Thought there was somebody warming in the bullpen, but apparently not. So Brady Davis will be out to face East Central in the bottom of the 7th. And again, 2:20 was the original time scheduled for Vol State. That's going to be pushed back at least, I would say, by 3:30. No, not 3:30, maybe 3:15, depending. But again, if you hit the subscribe button, you should be notified. We have a pinch hitter here. And a couple of pinch hitters. See if I can get his number when he turns around. 27. And 26 is on deck. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Alex Hegger, H-E-G, nope. 27 is not on the roster. He strikes out. Whoever he is, number 27, just strikes out. That's 4 in a row for Brady Davis, retired. That's 3 strikeouts in a row. Now number 26, Alex Hegger. So if you know who number 27 is, you can send me an email and I'll write it in. I won't even verify it through somebody else. Another left-handed hitter. That ball's lifted out to right field. Jaden Perez over toward the line makes the catch for out number 2. And another pinch hitter, this one for Mason Wall. We've gone 27, 26, and now 28. Henry Bergstresser. Common spelling of Bergstresser. Davis trying to finish it off. 6 up, 6 down. Swing and a miss. Number 10 on deck, hoping to get an at-bat. Jacob Robinson from Wentzville, Missouri. Called strike. 1-2. Bergstresser from Marshfield, Missouri, 6'2", 190-pound utility player. He lifts one out that loops and falls down right in front of Perez for a base hit. So Jacob Robinson will get an at-bat. That's the first base runner against Brady Davis. Little looping flare out to right field, right off the end of the bat. And he gets hit by the pitch as he bends over. That's not what he wanted. They don't even have anybody in the on-deck circle. Let's see if that's going to be Connor Kepner coming out or not. And they're just going to roll it. So they're just going to say that's the end. So no runs, 1 hit, and Brady Davis ends up 1 2/3 innings, giving up 1 hit, no runs. So that will end the ball game. It will take us to final. 9-5 in a modified game. East Central gets the victory. And each team gets several pitchers on the mound. Ball State with 4. And East Central with 6. Let's get our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game, Easton Denning, who goes 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs, is your Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. Congratulations to Easton. You win a matchbox of a Toyota Tundra. No, I'm just kidding. You don't win anything. You win just the accolade of getting your name called as the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. And let's get to our Full Count Ministries verse of the game. It's found in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. It's the mission verse for Full Count Ministries. It says, everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it, we being followers of Christ, do it to get a crown that will last forever. That is your Full Count Ministries verse of the game, found in 1 Corinthians 9:25. And on 9/25, September 25th, the Full Count Ministries banquet, the 15th annual banquets, 15th anniversary for Full Count Ministries. Appreciate their willingness to allow their equipment to be used here on the broadcast. Well, that'll do it for game one here at Mountain Dew Park, as this game went a little over 2 hours. It's like about 2 hours and 16 minutes or so. 75 degrees game time. And we'll be back following this game between, was it East Central and, who did I say that was? Frontier, which is who we originally were supposed to play, I think, in game 2. But we'll be taking on Elgin Community College right after this game's over. So I'll see if I can get me a bite to eat and rest up the vocal cords, and be back here for another ball game this afternoon. And again, the schedule shows we'll be in Murfreesboro next Saturday, so a week from tomorrow. College football Saturday, we'll be playing Chattanooga State at 10 a.m. and then a game between Ball State and Motlow State at approximately 3:20. So there might be an inter-squad game. I won't broadcast it, but I think there'll be some competition on Monday. But let's get that game showing back final. I'm not sure why it went away. But for the president of Volunteer State Community College, Dr. Wendy Tossenson, for the athletic director, Bobby Hudson, and Jim McGuire, the head coach, this is Tim Reese saying God bless you. Thank you for watching and listening. Another edition of Vol State Athletics right here on the Vol State Sports Network. Talk to you soon.